Okay, everybody. The wind started picking up a little while ago. We've got a tornado warning that just came across here. Can everybody hear me okay? Until 11:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 10:44 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a band of severe thunderstorms capable of producing tornadoes was located over... Okay, Steve took care of what we needed to take care of. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. So you can see here we've got some weather coming our way. As the wind's been blowing, the window up here has been starting to kind of bow in and out. So we'll watch it. If we need to, we'll get up into the safe spots. Walking, yes. We do have snacks. I need to turn down this tornado warning here thing. I gotta find the remote, because we know there's a hurricane and a tornado. Alright, I'm not looking at the chat right now. There we go. Okay, so let's see if we can shut the door and look out the window. The building's kind of creaking. Alright guys, I'm going to walk around. I'll move the computer over where I can see the chat here. Give me a second. Right now I'm just going to set the camera here, see what we can see. Carol, no, I don't have a weather station set up here. I've got a Kestrel weather station. Handheld Kestrel. Well, I'm not going to go back outside now. And I guess you can see the blinking light from the GoPro. Okay guys, so it's going to be kind of a boring ride here for a while. There's not much to see. It's nighttime and it's dark outside. And Keith, yes, the truck is parked at the fourth floor. And I don't think we're going to move downstairs. Our fallback place is the elevator shaft. And we have access to this office here where we are, but we'll see. Yeah, FinFan, we're on the 16th floor up here. The big story, or the big thing tonight, will be once the storm starts really blowing, you'll start to hear the building creaking. As it's starting to creak now, you'll start to hear some of the groaning of the wind and stuff like that. So yeah, we're on the 16th floor right now. What we should be able to see here will be power flashes when they start going, stuff like that. I'm looking at
the radar, and it looks like this thing's making a beeline for us here. We are on, right now you're looking to the northeast is where you're looking. So we're on the north side of the building, so with the really bad winds, they should be east winds or southeast south winds, stuff like that. So hopefully we'll be okay. As I was setting up the live feed, and I've walked away from the chat so I can't see it, but as I was setting up the live feed, we had some really good gusts come through here. There are still some cars driving around down there on the street. And down there in the parking garage, which you can't see, sorry, there's 2 vehicles still on the roof of the parking garage. Storm chasers over there. And that parking garage there, it's got a lot of people up on top of it. Craziness. The National Weather Service has issued an extreme wind warning. Take cover now. No airstreaks around here. Curtis, yeah, we're going to get some strong winds. The building may lose some glass. If it does, we have our fallback. We have all of our stuff away from the windows. And if it gets really crazy, we've got the elevator shaft where we can hunker down. Riding around the 6th floor here. Really quiet. Can you guys hear the building creaking? Really wish this was coming through in the daylight. The strongest hurricane I've been in was I don't know if it was Michael or Andrew. I was in both of those. If this comes ashore as a Category 5, it'll be, I think, number 4 for me. It's Category 4. It'll be, I think, number 8 for me. I've been through a lot, a couple hundred hurricanes. Don, I'm in Lake Charles, Louisiana. And if you want to see where we are, go to the first link in the description. Gives you a link that shows you where I am, exactly where I am. Milk, I'm not going to go outside. There are people outside, but 16 floors down, and I'm just not worth it. Not worth it to go down there. Like I said, the real thing that we'll get tonight out of this will be the sound as it starts really growing, and the building starts to groan, and then the wind starts to come down through the elevator shafts. And that's actually really cool to hear. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the door so we get some light on the window, and bring the camera back so you guys can see the window as it kind of bows a little bit here. Let me open the door. So I don't know if you'll see it or not. When the wind blows, you can see the door, or see the window kind of bow in. There we go. It looks like we just lost power. That was quick. No, guess we didn't lose power. I guess the lights in the hallway automatically went off. We still have lights out here. Just to show you. We're got our stuff here in the hallway. And our spot where we can escape to is down there at that door down where the light is. That's the service elevator shaft. Or we could get into the stairwell if we needed to. Hopefully we won't need that. And I can't see the chat right this moment, guys. Alright, so I'm going to point the camera out the window here. And go back to watching the chat so we can talk. Yeah, walking, it actually wasn't a loss of power. It was the lights automatically went off. They have lights that I guess come off. Milk. You do not need to be chasing a hurricane if you're not trained in it and haven't been doing it for a long time. It's not something you might want to do. Okay, so Heidi, this building survived Rita, and they built these buildings to be able to survive these things. I would be more concerned on the, if you guys hear that creaking, more concerned on the south side of the building for that's the walls are kind of creaking a little bit, but it's normal. I've been in a lot of hurricanes in tall buildings, and I think we're be okay. I'm just going through the chat here to see what we got. So also Steve, yeah, you could always be concerned that the glass is going to shatter, and that's why we've got our stuff in areas where they're towards the inside of the building. And if it gets really bad, we'll move to the inside of the building. But for right now, it's not enough to worry about. Yeah, the building is designed to creak and do that. Celeste, we've been told that the generator is way up above sea level, and we've been told that the service elevator will keep running with the generator. If it doesn't, it won't be the first time I've had to carry stuff down 16 flights of steps. You know, Michael, there's a good question as to why people don't heed the warnings and leave. A lot of people's financial, they can't afford to go. I saw and spoke to and begged several homeless people today to get out. They were giving them rides to Baton Rouge, and they just didn't want to go. They wanted to stay. And I'm afraid that they will probably they will probably not make it through the night, because they said they were going to ride it out in the parking garage that got destroyed by Rita. Corey, it's not a mistake to be here. People who are staying at their houses are made a mistake. I mean, we're prepared for this. Once the storm passes, I've got a job to go out and find out what roads are open, what needs are there, and see if we need to spool up an airlift to help get food in and stuff that's needed in when the roads are impassable, because we can use small aircraft to do that. James, every hurricane is absolutely unique. Corey, I've actually been in a building that lost a wall, an outside wall, during Hurricane Marilyn in 1995. It was rough. It's no joke. There were actually some people who were right at the outside wall when it went down, and one guy had to hold onto his refrigerator to keep him from being sucked out of the building. In the eye wall, rescuers went up there and got him. They had to physically pry his fingers off of the handle to his refrigerator. Steve, tall buildings like this normally withstand Category 4 winds. They're built to withstand this kind of stuff. Tall buildings don't get blown down by even Category 5 winds. Mark, yeah, the flooding is actually the most dangerous part. Although there's probably going to be a lot of people who get hurt by the winds. And Corey, I've been through a lot of very bad hurricanes. Yeah, HPDKA, a friend of ours, she's been storm chasing with us, and she's a former 911 dispatcher. She kind of knows about these things. These buildings are built to sway. They're built to bend and sway, and they creak and they groan. And the eeriest thing is the noise that the wind makes as it comes down the elevator shaft and through stuff. So as it gets really bad, I'm going to walk out there and probably be in another live stream. These live stream times are limited by the GoPro battery. It looks like it lasts about maybe an hour or so. I've got 4 batteries and I got a charger. So I should be able to keep a constant supply of batteries. I'm streaming with a GoPro Hero 8, which I picked up at Target yesterday, and it's working out. So KF4LXS. If the power and internet goes out, everybody in my family is a ham, and I do have a VHF, UHF, HF Go box here that Hope and Grace built. It's got a 30 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery. I've got a 100 watt solar panel. I've got dipoles for 75, 40, and 20 meters, and I've got a UHF VHF antenna, 34 foot carbon fiber mast. So we will be okay to be able to talk. Ham radio. Northern Iowa is 10 miles from coast. I don't doubt it. Karen, it can get scary. You know, it's calculated risk to do these things. Geraldine, yes, I was in Superstorm Sandy. I was down in the financial district during Superstorm Sandy, and I was there for a few days afterwards. And that was an interesting few days. Jet 83, I am in Lake Charles, like the description says. In the description there is a link that shows you exactly where we are. So 45 minutes until official landfall. I drove down that way earlier today, and man, it was not very high above sea level. I drove a lot of places where the road looked like it was maybe 10 or 12 inches above sea level. That was crazy. Karen, Gloria lives away close to us in Florida. If I remember right. Karen, there are a lot of boats that are going to be destroyed, I think, and also there's a lot of search and rescue teams that are waiting to come in after the storm. And Jet 83, yes, I was in Hurricane Michael. My first hurricane was in 1992, that was Hurricane Andrew. I've been in a couple hundred of them since then, hurricanes and tropical storms around the world. If this is a Cat 5, it'll be number 4 for me, I believe. If it's a Cat 4, it'll be number 8, I believe. Confusingly, we're a couple hundred yards from the lake. I don't know how far we are from the Gulf of Mexico, probably 20 or 30 miles. Chris in Tampa Bay. LED Christmas lights work really well. We have LED lights that we use in our go boxes that we build. One of our go boxes has a 50 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery in it, and we turned on the light and it ran for 2 months and barely even took the battery down, which is pretty cool. Big Mama, hi to New Zealand. Superstar, I don't know where this thing is going to go. Looking at the radar, I'll actually pull it up and grab the camera here and show it to you. See where we are. It looks like on this track, it looks like the eye is going to come directly over us. Okay, Tanya, we're on the 16th building, or 16th floor of the building, looking out the window. Really, this is just so we can chat and talk. I usually drive around in the car and can't talk to you guys. Once things start getting bad and power transformers start going, you'll see those happen from up here. There's no way for us to light up the city from 16 stories up. Power flashes will start happening, and the real cool thing that you guys will get to hear tonight is the sound of the storm as it goes crazy here. The building will start creaking really badly. It'll start howling and sounding like a ghost, maybe. It's really it's an interesting experience to ride out a hurricane in a building. I rode out Hurricane Wilma. I forget where we were, down in southwestern Florida, and it was crazy, the sounds that were going. It was crazy. We rode out Hurricane Katrina on the 9th floor of the Hilton in New Orleans. Eric, we're in the Capital One building. It's an all-glass building. We're on the north side, away from where the brunt of the winds will be. Jed, there's a PayPal, no, there's not a PayPal link, there's a GoFundMe link for anybody who wants to help out with the cost of doing live streams. And Kevis just gave the PayPal link. I appreciate that. All right, so let me grab the camera. And Eric, before I do, Eric, which hotel is your friend in? Golden Nugget. I'm not a meteorologist, and I don't pretend to be one. I would think the Golden Nugget is going to be okay. I think the Weather Channel crews, a couple of those are over there too. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate that. Winter. It would be cool to fly a kite in this weather for about 15 seconds. All right, Bruce, volume. So I'll talk a little bit louder. My colleague is sleeping in the other room right now, and trying to be quiet, and I'm sitting away from the window. The camera's over there at the window. I'll try to speak up a little bit more. Sorry about that. Slight wobble to the northeast. All right, that puts us more in the eye, I guess. All right, I'm going to be away from being able to see the chat, but I'm going to bring the phone over so you guys can see the radar loop. So I am right there in that little crosshairs, and that is the real-time radar loop. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 storm chasers on the roof of that building over there. Here the wind comes. On the roof of that parking garage, and then there's another one on the roof of the garage where my truck is parked. I really wouldn't be up there on the roof of the parking garage with winds like what we're expecting coming. And guys, I'm not where I can see the chat right now. So I'll try to point some things out here. Where my finger is going, what I just covered right there, that's the Quality Inn, which is north of the building that I'm in. And looking over here, if you can see my finger covering stuff, gotta find it. All of that stuff over there is oil refineries over there. The battery on this camera is at 42%, and we've been live streaming for 36 minutes. I think it started with about 85%, so looks like we'll get a little over an hour per live stream. And I will put the camera back down and try to bring the chair and the computer over here a little closer so you guys can hear me talk. Sorry about that scraping. Okay guys, I'm back. I went to go check out stuff on the other side of the building. Alright, so I'm sitting closer to the camera now. Jet 83, yes, looks like we're going to be on the northeast side here in Lake Charles. Tim Marshall's over there, okay. I didn't see him. I saw several chasers, I didn't see him. But Tim would be in a parking garage, not on the roof, probably. Eddie Sherbert, sorry man. Nice to see you in the chat. Eric, yes, you are seeing the bridge over there, barely. Heidi, I'm not an economist, so I don't know. But I will say that I earlier today paid $1.61 for gas, and then further down to the south I paid $2.99 for the same kind of gas per gallon. Kind of crazy. Bree, I'm actually right now this is streaming over broadband internet here in the office, and streaming from a GoPro camera. Got 4 batteries. We'll have to end each live stream as the battery dies. I've got 4 batteries and a charger, a quick charger. So we should be able to keep streaming as long as we have internet here. If the internet in the building goes down, I'll use my cell phone. My cell phone is currently charging right now, and I'll keep it plugged in. What I didn't think to do was to bring the little lithium iron phosphate battery that I had with me during Hurricane Florence. Any of you guys that watched me during Florence might remember we spent the day out on a bridge waiting for a railroad bridge to get knocked over by the floodwaters. It never got knocked over, but I kept my phone charged with a 9 amp hour Bioenno Power lithium iron phosphate battery. And I didn't even think to grab that when I left the other day. We're waiting for some power flashes. Michael, the furthest I've spoken to someone on ham radio is halfway around the world. Actually further, because I actually was able to hear my signal one time coming back around the world. MR. You just take the license exam. Some examiner coordinators do them for free. The ARRL, the American Radio Relay League, charges $15 to take an exam, and it's good for 10 years, and all you got to do is keep renewing it every 10 years. Doesn't cost anything. ElfNet. Down here in Southwest LA, Louisiana, I didn't hear many people on ham radio repeaters, just 3 different people today. Hey Keith, actually I went downstairs after that last live stream from downstairs and took the Kestrel anemometer down there and took some readings. When we were down there, it was like 22 mile per hour, sustained gusts of 33, 29.92 was the pressure, and like 80 degrees. And I emailed it to Julio at the Hurricane Center. Gabe, I'm not a meteorologist, but I don't think that Houston's going to have to worry about this one. Jonathan, I bought this GoPro yesterday at Target, and they did not have the media kit. So when I plugged the USB-C directly into it last night, it turned the camera off, unfortunately. My colleague here has got one. He's able to do it. I have been told unofficially that I-10 is actually closed. Yeah, I just saw Stephanie on the Weather Channel in the other room when I walked over there. I do wish this was in the daytime for you guys. Brian, I saw on the local news channel that I-10 was closed from somewhere in Texas to somewhere east of here. And I don't see any traffic on I-10. It's only about 500 yards north of us. I don't see any cars out there. Michael Valentine, that is a good question. That is a real good question. How high can hurricane debris fly up? Don't know. Michael, we are on the 16th floor facing north. Rain's coming down really hard now. Heidi, I saw some of the pictures and video from the derecho. That was incredible up there. Nicole, it is picking up. It appears we have a feeder band coming through. I really wish this GoPro camera could see in the dark like I can. I still see a couple cars driving down the street right here on the lakefront. Over here at the Quality Inn, I see about half a dozen pickup trucks. They're all white pickup trucks there. So I think that they are probably relief workers. J-Man, no, there is no balcony here. And Rice, we're in Lake Charles, Louisiana. There's a link in the first line of the description. Click on that link, that'll show you exactly where I am. Yeah, Jeanette, that's what tonight is going to be, the live stream of scary or cool sounds. Jed, I do have a millibar reader, and I can probably go get it. JNF, I don't think I can when it's live streaming. I just got this camera yesterday. My friend who's here with me, he's actually a freelance journalist and war correspondent, and he actually secured the space where we are. He told me about this camera. I got it and I haven't really learned it that much. Jonathan, it's the GoPro Hero 8. And when the battery dies and I start the next live stream, before I do, I will do my best. Yeah, Dawn, there is a substation right below us, about 100 yards to our northeast. And I am hoping that, well, I hope it doesn't, but if it goes, I hope we get it on live stream. Because it'll be loud and it'll be bright. Frank, I would assume that if it's in a high-rise building, it's going to be impact-resistant glass. Hey Gloria, I rode out Katrina in the Hilton, and I do remember that. And as the eye, we're watching this thing on radar, as the eye comes closer, and it starts to look like we may lose a window or something, we'll back in, and you guys can ride it out with us in the stairwell. The building is creaking. Lights going, you know what, I think the lights did go out on the other side of I-10. There's a neighborhood over there with some really nice houses and boats and stuff, and they don't appear to be lit up, so they may have gone out in the distance. Grayson at WH, we probably got 2, 3, 4 hours before we're in the eye wall here. I think Harvey was bigger and much more slower moving. AXR, the winds are not that strong here yet. The strongest winds are really tightly concentrated around the eye wall. I just saw a power flash somewhere show up in the horizon. Mike in Gulfport, this could be you next week. I'm not predicting anything, just saying. It is hurricane season. No, I was not the guy that took footage of the hotel hallway flooding. I was with a crew from the Christian Broadcasting Network for that one. I was freelancing for them. 3 of us had to sleep in one room, and we had 2 beds. I had a bed to myself because the producer and the reporter were females, and we kind of stayed up, napped a little bit, and then got out in the morning and went out and shot the flooding and stuff that was going on. Saw several dead bodies floating in the water. Did our story, and then the next night and nights after that, I slept in the vehicle downstairs, and the ladies got the hotel room on the 9th floor. I don't remember who that was in the hotel. Rodney, it looked like the electricity is above ground here. You know, Rodney, I don't know what that red light is. I have no idea. It's not, it must be a reflection in the window. It's not out there. It's not out there in the real world. Heath, I don't know. I'm not outside to measure the winds. It looks like they're maybe 40, 50 miles per hour here. Jacob, the best way to watch the live radar, if you have an iPhone or a Android, you can download one of the radar apps. I forget what mine's called. Let me get my phone real quick. I'll tell you what it's called, and I'll show you guys the radar again. Stand by. Looking it up here, answering a text message. All right, my program that I use is called Radar Scope, and that's I pay the $10 a year to get the enhanced version. Gives you more features. But here we are. Here's the current radar. Looks like we're going to take a direct hit in the eye here. barring any kind of crazy change here. Let's see, let me measure real quick. There's a measuring mode. So from where I am, oops, to the edge of the eye wall, looks like it's approximately 47 miles. I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe a little less. Maybe about 42 to 45 miles to where the eye wall is from here. I'm just gonna put the camera down. Let's see, I'm at 20%, so the camera's gonna die here in a little bit, and I'll have to change the battery and start a new live stream. The rain's really starting to come down here. Right. Zane and I have no idea what they're going to do about the oil rigs. I know they had a big oil spill after Hurricane Katrina, and there was a lot of cleanup that was needed to be done. Yep, supply chain, it is radar scope. Mark on the right side of the eye is the worst part. You are right. J-Man, I would, but I've got I've got 4 actually batteries for this. And if the power goes, just saw a power flash off to my right. If the power goes out and we lose internet here, I'm going to have to go to my phone and live stream from my phone. I've got unlimited data to live stream from my phone. If I tether the phone, I only get 10 gigabytes a month. W8, we're up on the 16th floor, and if it gets really bad, we're going to retreat into the elevator shaft, not in the elevator. I was really hoping we'd have the creaking and groaning by now for you guys. Alan, we are in the Capital One building, 16 floors up. We're looking north. The shot that you're looking at, you can't really see anything, is looking to the northwest towards I-10. I don't know why the left side appears to have gone dark. It's actually there. Oops. It's still lit up over there to the left. I've only seen evidence of one power flash so far. The rain is hitting the windows. Okay guys, no code just got deleted from the channel. This is a family-oriented YouTube channel, and we keep the comments family-oriented. So inappropriate comments get deleted. Let's see, ooh. Not sure we can see. See if I can get a better shot where you can see the Yeah, you know, this window here doesn't even have any raindrops on it. I think we're hearing the raindrops hit the beams on the outside of the building. Geraldine, has the pandemic affected my movements? Yeah, a little bit. I apparently had COVID-19 already. I got the antibodies, and I was also tested. There was one power surge. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it or not. Looks like the stream is about 30 seconds behind real time here. Hopefully it shows up. Lots of power flashes going off now. Michael, my car is 53 feet above sea level in a parking garage, in the center of the parking garage, with 2 stories above it. Supply chain, you got to keep in mind that there is not much elevation here. Pete, we're about 30 or 35 miles inland from the Gulf of Mexico, but we are only a couple hundred yards to the east of Lake Charles. Audrina, are you from here in Lake Charles? Walk out of the room here for a second and see if I can find. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just going to move the camera. Here, whoa. Sorry for the spinny there. Not sure if you guys can see the. There's the rain. Still lots of storm chasers up on top of that parking garage over there. Yeah, we're starting to get a good rain band coming through here now. pointed over this way. Now we're looking to the east. See the carpenter. We're way up on top of the building. It's nighttime. Not much we can do. The real thing will be the sound as it comes ashore here, comes closer. All right, guys. The camera's down to 8%, and I think what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do is stop this live stream. I'm going to take the iPhone downstairs and see if I can walk outside and let you guys see and hear what it sounds like outside. That will be what I'll do is I will shoot a video and upload it rather than do a live stream, because it takes a long time to do a live stream. Then I will get the camera. Get the camera a new battery in it and come up with another live stream. C.A. Carpenter. Yeah, it's a video of darkness. It's it's nighttime. We're 16 stories up in a building. Reed Timmer's out there in the middle of it. You can go like him. You know, like this. It is what it is. Yeah, MR, it's on where the place where I'll go is on the leeward side of the building, and it's protected. Don't worry. Done this enough to not to get hurt. So, guys, I will be back in a little bit, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell button so you get notified, and you'll know when I come back on. We'll see you in a little bit. Yeah, actually, HPDKA has actually chased with me. And Roger Hill and David Gillett and Alistair Chapman. You know what we're doing. I gotta figure out how to end this live shot. We'll figure that out and talk to you guys in just a little bit.